mastering your time. A little bit about me and my background. I work full time. I go to work at 6:30 in the morning. I get back about 6 o'clock at night. I have a daughter. I'm a full-time mom to my 4-year-old Haley. And everyone always asks me, how do you do it? How do you fit Mynt into your life? How, you get excuses every single day. I don't have the time. I'm too busy. And then people ask me, well, how do you do it? The main thing is purchasing a calendar. Really dedicating a set amount of hours to work your business. Every single Sunday, we sit down and we dedicate how many hours in the next week we can dedicate to our business. And it's not like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna, go to this meeting or go to that meeting or pick up a one-on-one here and there. We actually sit down and we dedicate a certain amount of hours. And I have to do that being a full-time mom. I go to work every single day and I can't take my daughter to school. That is the hardest thing. I tuck her in every single night and she begs me to take her to school the next day. Good thing I have Brett to take her every day, but do you know how hard that is as a mom? Putting her to bed at night and her looking up at you and asking, when can you start taking me to school in the morning? Mynt's gonna allow that. Mynt is giving me the opportunity to be able to stay home with my daughter, to be able to go on her class field trips, to be a part of her whole life, to go to all of her gymnastics meets. Right now, it's too hard. How do I fit every little bit into my life? How do I sacrifice the time with my daughter? Because I know the sacrifice is worth what Mynt's going to provide to me in the long run. So easy, purchase a calendar. If you do not have a calendar or a day planner, go buy one. Without the calendar, you can't work a plan. How do you know what you're going to do if you don't have a plan? You have to sit down, you have to write out your plan. It's like writing a to-do list. Determine the amount of hours you can commit each week, and then actually do it. Schedule those hours into your calendar, whether it's 3 hours, 5 hours, in his case, 10 or 15 hours. And then leverage your team. I can't do it all by myself, but you know what? I teach my team to do what I'm doing and to dedicate those hours. So if I can only commit, say 3 hours in this week, well, I have a whole team of people that are each committing 3 and 5 and 6 and 10 hours. So it's all about the leverage. So fill your calendar, fill it up. Fill it up with events, training, one-on-ones, reading, personal development, anything that you can. And then, the best thing, teach your team to duplicate. If you don't duplicate it, it's only gonna be you. And look around, we have a whole team. Every single person in this room counts on one another. So just count on each other and duplicate.
All right, guys, great job, Krystal. I'm going to be going over daily income generating activities, guys. This is really what you want to be doing on an everyday basis to make your business successful. Okay, if you're not doing something for your business every single day, chances are you're not going to be successful with your business. Let's dive right into it. Exposures. Exposures is probably one of the number one things. If you're not talking to people, you're not out there meeting people, your business isn't growing. Okay, my mentor told me that you should be having 10 exposures go through your business every single week. 5 for customers and 5 for brand promoters. Okay, so every single week, make that your goal, or whatever goal you have. Maybe it's 3 and 3. Set that goal at the beginning of each week and make sure you're doing that for your business. Ask yourself, how many you're going to have every single week. There's really 3 different types of exposures, guys. The first one's sharing the product and the business. Okay? Sharing the products, the testimonials of the product, your experience with the business, your success with the business, what you accomplished, who you're becoming, sharing the brochures, the tools that your leaders have created for yourself, the websites, coordinate.com, movement.com, all these different things that you can send people to to check out our company as, you know, a business and as a product line, okay? So it's very important. And then also selling the products to people. Selling the products to people, letting your customers and your friends, your family, your coworkers get their first experience with the product. You know, let them get their experience so then, you know, they can give you your feedback and then you can go out there and they can go tell their friends about it. You know, maybe they don't want to do the business, but they're going to go share the product with their friends and maybe they'll give you referrals, which is really cool. The second type of exposure is setting one-on-ones, two-on-ones, you know, UVU calls, Skype calls. This is really what has ignited me in Krystal's business. From day one, you know, I knew I just wanted to, you know, come out of the gates running with this thing. And literally, you know, every single day I'm doing a one-on-one, I'm doing a two-on-one. Sometimes I'm doing 3 or 4 in one day. You know, and that's what's got our business to the level it's at. And, you know, I just want to make sure that, you know, I'm doing something. If it's not for me and Krystal, you know, it's helping a one-on-one for one of my teammates, you know. So make sure that you're really setting those up all the time. And make sure you have your calendar for that. Because you guys are going to have your events that you hold weekly. Your bigger home meetings or whatever it is, but in between that, you need to be having your one-on-ones, your two-on-ones, and working your business. If you're working your business 1 or 2 days a week, you're going to get those types of results. Okay? So make sure you're working your business in between those events as well. And then also inviting prospects to the home events in the super opens or the bigger, you know, hotel meetings. This is really where your people can get the bigger picture, guys. This is really where they're going to get the bigger picture. They're going to see a big team atmosphere. You know, it just gets them to show that this is a movement. You know, you might have met them one-on-one, but then they come to a hotel event and there's 50 to 100 people there, and they really get to see the big picture and the vision of this company. Okay? So those are the 3 different types of exposures. How you do anything, guys, is how you do everything. Take responsibility of your business. Okay? What type of person are you? Are you just going to go day by day, you know, float in? Like Scott Olson told me, you know, don't float. You know, make sure you're going every day. Put the pedal down. Yeah, you know, all the way. So, and then this is the one important one that I learned when I first got into this business, guys. That my mentor told me. The one that tells the story the most wins. Okay, the one that tells the story the most wins. Okay. And that's what I was telling you guys about the whole one-on-one thing, and that's why I get out there every single day, and whoever shows the plan the most is going to win in the end. How many times a week are you going to show the plan? How many times a week are you going to show the plan? Are you just going to go to that one meeting a week, or are you going to get out there with your team, get in the trenches with them, and get dirty? You know? What are you going to do? Prospecting is a skill that by itself will determine the volume of your business. Don't overlook this. Okay, guys? This is a skill that over time you learn, okay? We're still learning it, you know? The steps are in the GoPro book that Eric Worre has created for this industry. You know, there's, you know, different types of people, and you gotta just find out what works for you. What works for you, but, you know, make sure that you're talking to people every day. You're meeting new people. You know, keep your eyes open more than you normally would. You know, being out there, going to Starbucks, going to dinner, you know, talking to your waitress or your waiter, or, you know, going to the movies, and, you know, keep your eyes open at all times. Anybody can be a prospect. Make sure you're doing something for your business every single day. Okay, this is very important. I like to tell a lot of my new people, you know, put an hour into the business every single day. Okay? Whether you're doing an MPO, a new promoter orientation, you're going to a home event, that's an hour. You're doing a one-on-one, that's an hour. You know, maybe you're reading a book for a half hour in the morning and going over Core 8 at the evening time to, you know, increase your knowledge about the products. Make sure you're doing something for your business every single day to make you that much better the next day. Okay? Very important, guys. The last thing, guys, is just get to work. Get to work. On the count of 3, I want to hear